Shalom, everybody. First, giving all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai. All praise is due. So, the title of this one is going to be Multiple Wives. You know, I know some people have this ideology of, oh, this was with the kings. That was them. You know, I just want to take this one because I know this is a very sensitive topic, but I want to really grab this bull by the horn so we can kind of nip it in the bud, so we can kind of build off of this. Um, so the reincarnation of Yahushai, which is King Solomon, he has 700 wives, 300 concubines, which are sister wives. You see, even Jacob, or how we would say Yakub, he had 4 wives. Um, so what's become really, really obvious is that you cannot uh, produce such a high um, population of Israelites without multiple wives. You know, if we did follow this monogamous structure, you'll soon find that we won't be able to populate in nearly the most efficient way, or that's best for our survival. Um, so yes, I'm gonna take you over here to Ephesians 5:28. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. For no man yet hateth his own flesh, but nourish it and cherish it, even as the Lord the church. So we are the church. The men of the Lord are the church. So the Lord cares for us. He nourishes us. He cherishes us. So in the same way, likewise, we cherish and nourish our members. See, because we're members of His body. We are the body of or the church. We're members of Him, and likewise, we cherish our members. And it says, "For we are members of His body, of His flesh, and of His bones." You see, and there's another parable in there, because you remember when Adam had his first wife. What did he say? He said, "You're of his bones." You see, of his flesh, because he made out of his ribs. So that means that he was a member. She was his member. You see, and we are the Lord's member. So so to kind of nip it in the bud, yes, yes, there in the ancient world we have multiple wives, and in the world to come after this we will have multiple wives. This ritual of holy matrimony, which teaches a guy to submit his self to a woman, is demonic. And I know that you guys may not like to hear that, because a lot of women would like to have a man to call their own. And you still will have a man to call your own. It's just that that man of the Lord also has to be shared. He has to have members of his church to propagate his seed. Um and I know that a lot of this is a sensitive topic for a lot of women, because in this society they teach us that it's wrong and it's perverted, and you think that men just want to go out here and have sex with different people, but it's also a spiritual binding. It goes beyond just a fleshly embrace. So if you go over to Isaiah, it was basically during the end times, where they said 7 men shall cleave to sorry, seven women shall cleave to one man. And that was basically saying the natural order will be restored, in which there will be one head, and then the body that makes him up, or the members, will be back in order. Now, you would, for as a woman, you will be God's delight. So I know a lot of you guys probably already had multiple men or things like that, but the one that you're with, he is your head. And unless he's treating you wrong, and he's treating you vile, then you're expected to uphold that, and to stick to that, the matrimony, the contract that you signed when you let him penetrate you. You see, because a wife isn't, hey, I do. You see, that's the marriage before men, or the world. But the marriage before God has to do with penetration. So the moment a man penetrates a woman, that is his wife. And you're expected to uh, uh, be faithful and loyal, as the men of the Lord should be to their Lord, which is Yahweh Shai. Um, and that goes back to the pecking order. To put it briefly, yes, there are multiple wives in the kingdom, and there will be in this time to pass. But you guys stay tuned, and I'm gonna touch a little bit on to who should we pray to, okay? And just stay tuned with me, and we'll be pushing this next message out soon. Shalom.